Hey there, viewers. So, guess what? The Honda CRV is back, but this time it's for a totally different issue. So this time, he messaged me and sent me a video. So I'm just gonna show you right now. And then so for these Honda CRVs, they're very common for the door lock actuators. One thing you hope that it will do is get stuck on the unlock position, because it isn't fun getting stuck on the lock position, especially when you know the only way to unlock this door is through this switch. This side doesn't have a key like the other side has, but yeah, so but there is a way to get it off or get it out, but definitely it's not easy with the door closed though. But yeah, another thing is when a lot of people complain about the doors just randomly locking and unlocking, or yeah, so when this door is unlocked or any of the doors are unlocked, so these, when you take off at a stop and reach a certain speed, they will try the body control module will lock the doors. So since this door won't lock, every time you come to a stop and accelerate again, it will try to lock itself again. So that is one of the very common complaints about these door lock actuators. The one thing I dread about this is trying to get these screws off. They seem to be very tight. You may strip out the Phillips head. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I already ordered the part. It's on that seat. And you're wondering why the seat is off. I'm still working on this Honda Fit and cleaning the interior. The seat's nice and clean. The carpet's nice and clean. There's no mold anymore. It actually smells nice. So other than that, I'm just waiting for an ozone generator to come in, and I'm going to throw it in and then hopefully kill the rest of whatever's in here. And yeah, that should be good. So I'm going to go ahead and crack those things loose, and I'll bring you back. All right, so how I get these screws off is you got to find one that fits it, like really fits it, really nice and tight. And get yourself a hammer and give it like a couple of taps, just to, I don't know, shock it a little bit, and then it should just come off. Yeah, but the real key thing is getting the proper size Phillips, and yeah, giving it a couple taps to get it off. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave those screws in, but they're all loose. What you want to do is, to get this panel off, you're gonna have to take this plastic piece off. It's just held in by clips. Get yourself a little plastic trim tool so you don't damage it. There is a screw hiding behind this thing because there's a little flap here you gotta pull out. And then there's also a screw in this cover here, right? And then you also have a screw that's in here that you got to take this cover off as well. And then there's also one screw down here you got to pop off as well. And once you got all those off, you just put something underneath and then try to pry the door outwards. And so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Once you take that cover off, it's only held in by these two clips, and then there's a locating hole that just goes there, and then the clips go into there, right? Took all the covers off, so there's one screw, two screws. There's a screw in there, and then there's a screw in this right there, and there's a screw in there too. Just so you know, these screws are all different. This one with like a shank on it, it acts like a little spacer for the door handle. These two are the same, because this one just goes into this one down here, and this one, the long, chrome one, goes into there, and that's this guy. So the door panel pops out pretty easily, especially when I think it's almost 30 degrees today. It's super hot. But if you're in the winter time and you're trying to take a door panel off and don't want to break any clips, what I do is I run the car and blast the heat inside, and yeah, I guess the heat will kind of soften the plastic clips and make it easy to come off. So that's what I do during the winter time at work. Once you got the door panel off, This thing just clipped in by a couple clips on the door panel. This one, and then there's that one over there. And that just goes into those 3 clips. So, yeah, usually when you take the door panel off, you can actually tell if anyone's been here before, but I don't think this one has been touched. So, just a little rubber grommet here. These things are really, really sticky. So, when you get to this point, you're gonna have to disconnect this connector right here. All right. There is a clip that holds a rod. Let me just flip it the other way. There's that rod. You gotta take off the door handle there, right? And then there's also this this window guide that you gotta get out of the way, and it's held in by this bolt right here. Yeah. So that rod for that door handle might be a little hard to get off. But if you can see right there, you can actually, if you stick a long screwdriver in there, you can actually try to pop off that rod. Or if you want to take off this grommet here that I took off, like this grommet that goes into this hole, you can probably push a screwdriver in there and then try to pop it off. That's how I do it. There's a couple ways you can do it, but yeah, I usually just stick a screwdriver through it. Just try not to scratch the glass or anything. So yeah, I don't know if you can see this, but I just get my screwdriver in here. All right, and then pry it outwards. But I already took it off. I'm just showing you. I got that rod off. There's a 10 mil bolt here. I took it off. That just holds the guide. So what you want to do is you won't be able to move it, but you got to slide it down slightly. That way you can bring it over. And I can show you. Like you can bring this over. You just got to slide it slightly back. The metal part, not the rubber door. Man, it's too hot for this. Yeah, the rubber seal, I guess. But yeah, it's super hot. I am roasting in here. And then you know, just remove this Phillips screw, and then the 3 screws that we tried to get off earlier, and we can take that door lock actuator off. All right, so man, I'm sweating. You want to see? Can you see the sweat on my face? Yeah. So it's really hot today. We got to transfer some parts. So you got to take this cover off and transfer it over. It's just held in by that screw, and I think it's just clipped in, right? And then you're going to take these cables and then transfer it over to this one over here. And yeah, and there's also these little styrofoams that you might want to take and swap over, or if you have new ones, you can put it on that one as well. So yeah, let me go ahead and do that. So yeah, or you can take a picture of it, but this is what it looks like. You want to just unhook this, right? And it comes out to the top. And I'm going to do this with one hand. But, you know, you can make sure that that cable moves, right? And it's actually this part that doesn't move in the door lock actuator, right? And then the bottom one, it has the little clip you can unclip. It comes off. That comes off, and take that cable off. Actually, yeah, it's not that hard. But you know, if you need to, if you don't remember which cable goes where, you can't really mess it up. That one's smaller than that one. So yeah, now we got that off. I'm gonna transfer it over to the new one. All right, they have already pre-greased the those parts, so I'm just doing this with one hand. Clip it back in. Oh man, there we go. That's the door lock, and then this part is door handle. So yeah, this one's just gonna go into there, right, and then lock the push the clip down to lock it in place, and then that cable just clips into there. Yeah, everything's all transferred over. I kind of just took the old foam paddings over from the old one and transferred over here. So everything else is just the you know, reversed order of removal. So So yeah, once you put that in, you might want to just thread one screw on there just to hold it in place, and then just kind of line everything up before you put everything back together. Once you put everything back together, it's good to double check and make sure everything works. So, you know, check your windows. You know, the windows roll up and down. Check your door locks, make sure you plug that in, right? And it is working. So, and you're all good. Yeah, so hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.